Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Hal Lindsey, and he's on the air right now. Hal, hello. I'd like to say hello to you. Are you there?
Yeah, you got me scared stiff, Jackie. I won't live up to that introduction.
Well, you don't have to live up to it. Everybody knows that I told the truth. You don't have to say a word. That you're known for being a humble, sweet, gentle person. I know you can't be a partner in talking about yourself this way. But the truth has to come out, and I can't control myself. Ladies and gentlemen, we have by the way, we have a forecast Hal Lindsey, made on our show last November. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this. Watch this carefully.
That Iran is on the brink of getting nuclear-tipped missiles, and yet Russia is standing there going against the will of the whole world, and it's their experts that are helping them construct the facilities to build nuclear weapons, and they've even got Spetsnaz, some of their special forces, guarding these many scattered nuclear facilities in Iran. And this just shows their commitment to be a power broker and a leader among the communist world. I think that's where they see their way of still remaining a voice in world power.
Now, isn't this amazing, ladies and gentlemen? At that time when he made this statement, the situation with Iran in terms of partnership with Russia was totally unknown. All we knew at that time that was publicly acknowledged was that Iran was some kind of a menace because they might build nuclear power. We thought that they might be lying and they might be building a bomb while they're pretending it's only for peaceful purposes. Everybody was suspicious, everybody was concerned, but nobody was aware at all about their partnership with Russia in developing this whole situation. Nobody thought of it. Nobody even suggested it. And he knew it, and he explained it. He told and identified exactly what's happening. And now, in the last couple of months, all of a sudden, the whole story came out exactly as he identified it when it was unknown to anybody. This is an amazing, unbelievable facility to know and to be aware of something that he extracts from the studies of the Bible about an awareness on an intelligence level that nobody else knew about. Nobody. Here is another thing that happened that he also told us on last time's show. This was 6 months ago. Listen to this. This is what he explained and predicted. I shouldn't say predicted. This is what he forecast. Watch this.
I believe that Russia will lead a confederacy of Muslim nations headed by Iran in an attack against Israel. And this is going to trigger a response from the West, which at that time will be led by the Roman leader of the revived Roman Empire and China. They will all launch a counterattack against the Russian-led Muslim offensive.
Wow, that's unbelievable. How they're going to go partners in attacking Israel. Now, Hal, before I go into the next forecast that you made, because there were a couple of more that are amazing to me, because there was no sign of it at that time. What do you see about this partnership between Russia and Iran leading to what? What do you think this will lead to, and in what form will it take?
Well, and I'm coming out of the great prophet Ezekiel, chapters 38 and 39 of his prophecies, made 2,600 years ago. This Hebrew prophet predicted that when Israel would return from a worldwide dispersion and become a nation again miraculously in the last days, that Russia, the power to the extreme north of this reborn state, Russia would team up with Persia and a confederacy of nations that had similar interest. Well, of course, Persia is modern Iran, and the similar interest is the Muslim faith, that there would be this confederacy of these nations, with Iran being the leader, that will join with Russia, and that they will attack Israel, and that they will sweep through and seek to destroy it.
Now,
I believe that is off in the future, maybe a few years in the future, but I believe that's coming in the future. And an interesting thing, Jackie, it says that at that time, Israel would be without walls and bars and gates and living in a false sense of security. Well, in modern times, Jackie, you don't have walled cities and walls and gates anymore. In this age of rockets and artillery, They don't seem to give any support of safety anyway. But what Israel is doing right now, as they talk about, well, the result of this last election, they're talking about unilaterally dividing Jerusalem, drawing certain boundary lines, and they're going to put security walls up along that new boundary. And apparently, there'll come a time when they will make a deal with this European leader that the Bible calls the Antichrist. They will tear down those walls. And so Bible prophecy predicts something that is completely unlikely in this days when people wouldn't trust their security to walls.
So what do you think? What do you think will therefore be the outcome of this whole situation?
Well,
will Israel be destroyed, or will Israel survive? And if they do survive, how will they survive? And what's going to happen with this partnership between Russia and Iran? What will they accomplish in the long run? What will be the conclusion of this effort?
Well, Jackie, I'm not pulling any rabbit out of the hat, because interpreters of ancient Hebrew prophecy for at least 3 or 4 centuries have seen Ezekiel 38 saying what I'm saying today. And what's going to happen is this great onslaught will be led by Russia. They will hit Israel. They will attempt to destroy it, but they will not be able to destroy it. And the reason is the long-promised Messiah of Israel is going to return and defeat this army, destroy it, and save Israel. All true Israel will be saved by this Messiah, and he will restore them to the promises and covenants made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
And what will happen to Russia and Iran? The partnership between them after they lose again in their effort to wipe out Israel, and after they're defeated, what will happen to Russia and Iran?
It says they will be totally annihilated on the mountains of Israel.
Now, if that's what's going to happen, what is America's role going to be in this whole situation?
You know, I've studied Bible prophecy now for 50 years, and the leadership of the West is very clearly predicted in Bible prophecy. And it's not going to be the United States. It's going to be a consortium of European nations reformed into a kind of a revived Roman Empire with Rome as its capital. They're the ones that will make a counterattack against Russia and this confederacy. And if the United States is a factor at all, they will be part of this European confederacy. But somehow, the United States is going to slip from its place of being the leader of the West and being a superpower into a second-rate place.
Hold on. I know you have a lot more to say, and we have a lot of other forecasts that you have made, all exactly on the mark. I'll be right back.
Can't get enough Jackie? Log on to JackieMason.com. Check out his CDs, audio cassettes, DVDs, books, and free downloads of Jackie for your computer wallpaper.